Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com helping you create something awesome today. Today is another tech video. Today we're going to talk about how I actually do my backups. This is going to be part one of a series regarding my backups. I've been talking lately a lot about my infrastructure, the things I've been upgrading, and something important that I need to address is the importance of backing up your files. Whether you're a graphic designer, whether you're a photographer, whether you're doing any type of business, or even in your personal life, you want to back up any files that are important to you. Now, there's a saying that we have in IT. If it doesn't exist in three places, it doesn't exist. So, we're going to talk about some of the ways that I back up my files. And again, we're going to keep this short and sweet. In this first part of the series, I'm going to talk about three things that I do to back up my files. The first one is I actually use Dropbox to store active projects and my resource files in the cloud. Now, this is something that I do, and you could do it free Dropbox. I actually use the paid version for $9.99 a month, but you could do this with the free version. There is a link in the description below, so go ahead and use that. Whenever you guys sign up using that link, I actually get some extra storage on top of the storage I'm paying for, so that does actually help me out a little bit. The great thing about using Dropbox storage, whether you're using the free or the paid version, is the fact that you can share these files with people that you need to. You can go ahead and either give them complete access to a folder and the ability to upload and edit things for themselves, or just give them the ability to download resources and you can link out to them or they can just watch things. So this is really great. I use this now that Melissa Rotono is helping me do video editing for the email marketing list. I do exclusive early videos to those people and to the folks over in Patreon who are supporting me. They get early access to videos and Melissa edits those videos exclusively, whereas I focus on the main content here for the channel. So now that that's started, we actually share files via Dropbox. That's super convenient and that makes things easy for us. So that's a way that I use Dropbox. Also, when I'm trying to get video files out to clients or to collaborators, this is also something that I like to do. So if I'm doing a collaboration with my friend Owen or my friend Amy or with Evan Carmichael, then we'll transfer files via Dropbox just because it's super convenient and easy for us to keep track of everything. One of the other things I do to back up my files is I actually still use a thumb drive. Thumb drives are super important. I'm actually going to be reviewing this thumb drive from Lexar, and I label mine so that people know that it's mine in case they happen to have the same one. This is the P20, I believe. This is 128 gigs, and you can see that when you slide it out here. And I like this. You can slide this in and out very easily. It protects it. Mine has a keychain loop, and I take this with me on the go everywhere because this is where I back up my resource files. This is where I keep all of my branding assets, my logo, my portfolio, my invoice sheets, everything that I need to work with on a regular basis. I have the base files and the templates and all that stuff right here, all of my digital branding assets, so that I can just plug this in at any time on any machine and so that I can have it. So this is usually on my keychain and I always keep it with me so that I know wherever I'm at, I can work on things. I even have some of my base templates for Adobe Premiere Pro and my color grading settings so that I can edit my videos and they can be consistent with what I have here on the channel for the most part, wherever I am in the world. So as long as I can get to a computer and download Adobe Premiere Pro, I'll have no problems producing my content. So that's very helpful. I also have backups of important things for the business side of what I'm doing on this thumb drive. So I would highly recommend that you have a thumb drive because again, it's lightweight, it's easy to carry, it's accessible, and now they have such high storage capacities that you can do anything you need to on them, including dump video from somebody else's SD card or their laptop, whatever you need to do. So I always like to keep this handy for that reason, or if there are projects that I know that I didn't finish, I can move them over to this and I'll be able to work on them when I travel. So that's super helpful. So the third thing we're covering in terms of how I back up my files, I actually use for my portable hard drive, my main portable hard drive, I use the My Passport Ultra from Western Digital, and this is fantastic. I have the 1 terabyte version. I bought this some time ago, around the same time that I got my Asus laptop, and I've been using this to backup files, especially video stuff that I'm editing on the laptop when I travel, and also as a working hard drive so that I can use it as a scratch disk. So that's something that is handy for me. Backing up stuff on an external hard drive like this can really make life a lot easier, especially when you're working with large files and you want to keep your computer clean and you don't want to have to worry about it slowing things down. This can be very useful. This is USB 3.0, so it is super fast. So these are 3 different ways that I back up my files. You can also use a portable hard drive to do things like time capsule or back up your overall laptop by doing a clone of the image of everything on the hard drive, but I will talk about that in another video in this series. So I'll have links to all the stuff that I'm using, including Dropbox, thumb drive options, and portable hard drive options for you in the description below, so make sure you're checking out those links. They'll take you over to Amazon. I am going to get more into this backup stuff because I want to give you workflows and options for how you can back up your stuff. I'm going to cover more cloud solutions because I have a couple of them. I actually use the Adobe Creative Cloud, so there's some assets that I put there, and I'll explain specifically how I use Creative Cloud in another video. I actually have an Amazon Prime membership, so there's actually a workflow that I have for photography that ties into specifically. So there's a lot to cover. This might be a 3-part or 5-part series, so make sure you're subscribed and staying tuned. If you like this and you have ideas of videos that I should do in this series talking about backups, maybe you want me to talk more about my RAID setup and my iCloud Mirror or my Seagate remote hard drive, I can talk about that. I can also talk about some of these other solutions that I'm using in the cloud and why I'm using different platforms instead of just one. If you enjoy this type of content and you want more stuff from me, you want gear recommendations, you want to get something that I'm coming out with, which is a diagram of my backup architecture and my hard drives, go ahead and subscribe to the Create Awesome Community newsletter. You'll be able to get updates on a weekly basis of just cool things that we're doing here in the Create Awesome community, featured creators, but also you'll get my recommendations on things like gear and other things that might help you out. I also have a free mini guide ebook on personal branding if that's something you're interested in. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today.